Now today in the battle arena, we've got Wonder Woman, the Amazon Princess, the warrior from Themyscira, going up against Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, the master of chaos magic. So who's coming out on top here? Let's find out. Alright, now before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn notifications for more great videos just like this one every single week. All done? Okay, great. Now let's get into it. And let's start with Diana. Now, Diana Prince is Wonder Woman, founding member of the Justice League, arguably the best warrior on the planet, one of the strongest heroes in the DCEU. And I mean this literally. One of the strongest heroes in DC. As that leads to the first question, how strong is she? Well, way back in World War I, Wonder Woman is able to flip over an R-Heart, lift and throw a tank, destroy a Bell Tower for charge. Plus, there are two things to note. First off, that was way back in World War I, where Wonder Woman was the weakest, so we've seen her, and she's gained a lot more power since then. I mean, she was even gaining more power throughout World War I, specifically in her fight against Ares. Engaging of her fights against Doomsday and Steppenwolf, she's been gaining more power ever since. She's charged Steppenwolf through a wall, was able to hold her own against Doomsday, and even temporarily restrain him with her lasso. Diana even managed to stagger Superman with a headbutt. She's also taken punches and attacks from Ares, punches and axe swipes from Steppenwolf. She just smirked after being hit and sent flying backwards by Doomsday, and Wonder Woman was even barely phased after being hit from a headbutt from Superman. However, there is one important thing to remember when talking about Wonder Woman. She's got her magical bracelets and her magical shield, and she can block attacks as well, meaning she doesn't have to take every single attack that comes her way. I mean, that's what she primarily did during her fights against Doomsday and Steppenwolf. Use her shield to protect her from attacks. On top of that, God, Wonder Woman is just so freaking fast. I mean, Diana is a casual bullet timer. Starting all the way back in World War I, she's able to block bullets, even bullets coming at her from multiple directions. And she used her shield to block a tank turret. Then in the modern day, well, she was still able to intercept every bullet from an automatic rifle and actually see the bullets and track them as they moved. She's also been able to blitz opponents. And she's actually done this on multiple occasions, even moved so fast in her fight against Ares that it basically looked like she had teleported. Plus, she can fly now. But I guess that's something that she learned in the 80s, but doesn't really use in the present day for some reason. I don't know. Wonder Woman 1984 is kinda a disaster. I actually planned on making a big mega video, like 30, 45 minutes, talking all about Wonder Woman 1984. I actually thought about making one for all the DCEU movies, so let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Anyways, back to this video. To top it all off, Wonder Woman is a real skilled fighter. She was trained by her aunt to become the warrior that she is today. She was able to dominate fellow Amazonians during her training, plowed through German soldiers like it was nothing. So you've been able to battle against the god of war Ares, Steppenwolf, yeah, Doomsday. And Wonder Woman really does have some seriously powerful weapons. Her bracelets are able to create powerful shockwaves when she brings them together. And they're enough to knock Doomsday backwards, blast Ares away, and absolutely send Steppenwolf flying. And especially important to this fight, she's used them to absorb and redirect Ares' lightning before. So could very well do the exact same thing here with Scarlet Witch and her powers, just like Thanos was able to block them. And then for Lasso of Truth, well, she was capable of destroying Ares' swords. It's strong enough to momentarily restrain Doomsday. Then there's the Sword of Athena, which Wonder Woman used to chop off Doomsday's hand. She's got a whole lot going for her. But then there's Scarlet Witch. And as we learned in Avengers Endgame and are quickly learning in WandaVision, she might be the most powerful Avenger, the most powerful hero in the MCU. That's including master sorcerers, angry Hulks, and literal gods. Scarlet Witch might be more powerful than all of them. Because, just starting out, just looking at her telekinesis, the stuff she's doing is kinda insane. Starting out, there are just two people in the MCU who are depart vibranium: Thanos and Scarlet Witch. She's held up a falling air traffic control tower, casually thrown rubble, large pieces of debris at Thanos, and she was even able to block a downward strike from Thanos and a sword. A strike where Thanos was absolutely putting all of his weight, all of his power behind it. Remember, it was this same kind of strike that was powerful enough to break Captain America's shield. And yet Wanda was able to hold it back, even hold it back with just one hand. She's managed to hold and push back against a Leviathan. She's managed to stop an oncoming wave of threshers, hold them up in the air, and then just send them crashing to the ground, and even lift Thanos up into the air and squeeze down on top of him, forcing him to order an airstrike at the expense of his own troops, just to be able to escape her. And that's just one of her powers. She can also fire out powerful energy blasts, one-shotting Ultron bots, one-shotting members of Thanos' army, blasting Thanos' sword out of his arms, cracking the sword, staggering Thanos. According to Vision, she was the only one capable of breaking the Mind Stone. And the thing is, he was kinda right. She did manage to destroy the Mind Stone, and did it while simultaneously holding back Thanos with another wonderful blast. She's able to create energy barriers. Wanda is even a powerful telepath. Even though we've really only seen it once since Age of Ultron, she did manage to take out every Avenger but Hawkeye and Iron Man by playing mind games with them, and instantly control all of those men. So that's not nothing. And now she's doing even more of her ability to manipulate reality, just completely changing reality to her will. From what we've seen so far, this chaos magic really doesn't have a limit. It's able to transform pretty much anything that it touches. The only catch is that we haven't actually seen Wanda demonstrate a whole lot of control over it. It's kinda a spur-of-the-moment thing. Don't really think she can actively call upon it in order to beat Wonder Woman. Or at least we haven't seen her do that yet. So with all that being said, here's what I got. I think a whole lot of this fight comes down to speed, and what you believe about Scarlet Witch's fight against Thanos. So no doubt about it, Wonder Woman is the faster one out of the two. No doubt about it, no question about it. She also loves a good bull rush, just charging in there to take out an enemy. So if Wanda wants to survive this fight, she's gonna have to counter Diana's speed and block all of these bull rushes. And that's something that she might be able to do for a little while. Wanda is faster than you might think. But can she block every single high-speed attack that comes her way? Because given how strong Wonder Woman is, and how little durability Scarlet Witch actually has, well, she's going to take one attack from Diana to put Wanda down. Then there's Wanda's fight against Thanos. Because if Scarlet Witch showed up in this state, just super pissed off and ready to go, well then I'd probably give the fight to her. Just look what she did to Thanos. Basically just throw Wonder Woman in there instead. That's how this fight might play out. Only catch is that Scarlet Witch's powers are basically tied into her emotions, at least to some degree. And it's been like that basically her entire career. So she showed up to Thanos like, hey man, you killed my robot boyfriend, you took everything from me, I'm gonna kill you now, let's go. And she just went off. If she was showing up against Wonder Woman with that same emotion, well then I think she could take Diana down too. Now I'm not here trying to downgrade to Scarlet Witch, trying to sleep on her and take away her best feat just because I want Wonder Woman to win. Scarlet Witch is so freaking powerful. All I'm trying to say is that I think she was bloodlusted in her fight against Thanos. She was trying to kill him there. And I don't think she's going to be bloodlusted in her fight against Wonder Woman. That's all I'm trying to say here. And so with that being said, I think Wonder Woman is coming out on top. She's so much stronger. She's so much tougher. She's so much faster. And she's fought against guys with similar powers in the past, like Ares. If Wanda really had any durability worth talking about, then I could see her winning. But I think it's hard to say that Scarlet Witch can hold every single one of Wonder Woman's attacks, especially since Wonder Woman could beat Scarlet Witch if she just lands one. So yeah, this is real tough. Both of them are real powerful, and real powerful in different ways. But if I gotta put money on this fight, well then my money's back in the Amazon Warrior. Wonder Woman is coming out on top here. Wonder Woman wins. But what do y'all think? Do you think Scarlet Witch takes down Wonder Woman? Or Wonder Woman wins this fight? Sign off in the comments down below. Also be sure that like button, subscribe button, and turn notifications from the Fanco Army. And I will see y'all next time.